Hello my friends and welcome back to Dorney Park's Haunt. We got a lot to check out. There are quite a few changes and a new scare zone down by Iron Manus that I'm most excited to check out. But while we're here, we have to mention it's only a 4-hour event, so we got to get a lot done tonight. We got 2 shows, all these scare zones, and a whole lot of houses. Let's get this started with the opening ceremony.
I regret to inform you that due to unforeseen circumstances, the opening ceremony tonight will be canceled. In order to avoid what occurred last year, when a guest was brutally... Well, we have made the executive decision to not allow Hecate to open Haunt tonight. Guys, I thought I told you to cut everything. What's happening? I thought we secured her. Oh, no.
Derek, you fool! You really thought you could keep me away from my prey?
No. Hecate,
You and the rest of this park think you have any power over me and my monsters? No cage can contain me. No mortal can overpower me.
Hecate, Dorney Park is owned by...
This park belongs to me! We're reunited after so long. Maybe not long for you, but I've been waiting for what seems like an eternity to get back to you. To feel that palpable energy you so easily give away when you're scared. Your soul will be immortalized here forever. Isn't that what every Dorney Park associate wishes? You're going where you belong. In hell with me and the rest of us! Look, Derek's only got eyes for me. To my beautiful, grotesque creatures, it's time to awaken from our slumber! It's time to feast on the fear of our willing guests! It's time for Halloween Haunt to begin! Now, get to work!
So the opening ceremony was excellent. I love how they mix it up there. Hecate, was she recorded? Was that a voice modulator? Or was that just the performer? Because that was impressive. And then the shrieks. I didn't get the beginning of it. It really landed though. The live musicians. I'm so happy to see live musicians during the Haunt performance. And overall, solid, some sort of almost Universal Monsters-esque type of thing going there. I am always surprised at this event, the amount of families and children that stick around after the event starts and kind of push strollers through the scare zones and stuff. The atmosphere, the vibes, they are just, it feels so good to be back. However, to my surprise, Dystopia is right there. But first, we got a maze or house over this way that we got to hit up first. I'm standing here by the entrance to Blackout, and oh my goodness, the line is completely full. Did it open earlier than 7? I have no idea, but thank goodness. In order to do these vlogs and try to get everything done in one night, I get the fast lane. So that was, I think they changed up the layout. I don't know, it's hard to tell. It was very dark in there. And not that it matters if I can film in the houses, which I can't. That one would have been too dark. I wish I could film in some of the other ones, especially stuff like Ghost in the Machine. All right, my friends, it's time to go through Dystopia. Oh, yeah. Oh boy. That music is loud right there. Gotta watch out for strollers coming through the fog here. Oh, we almost ran into each other. Nice, it's good to see the Dystopia sliders again. Oh no, that girl wants a photo with him. Run! Run, my boy! Wow, there's all sorts of nooks here for scare actors to hide, huh? And I guess if you really want to, you can get your face painted in Dystopia. So that was a nice little loop inside Dystopia. Before we move further into Port of Call, there is our second house of the night over this way. Well, that surprised the heck out of me. So Blood on the Bayou, number one. When I got to the entrance, there was a group of like 2 or 3 adults and 2 or 3 kids. I think it was 3 and 3. Either way, one of the house ushers recognized me. They put me in the front, and then I started walking in, and they just slammed the door behind me. Thank you to the attendants, whoever's watching this. That was great. That was great. So I proceeded to walk through the house by myself, but since I was by myself, I went a little bit slower, and then up came these terrified kids that were just hugging and climbing on top of the adults, and their screams were heard throughout the house, and it was great. That was a lot of fun. And then as soon as I saw them exit, you saw this little boy just scrambling to turn on his Nobu necklace. Perfection. So I guess this is where Port of Call is starting now, in order to give Dystopia a bit more buffer. Let's see what kind of pirates we... Oh. Oh, they're playing Ring Around the Rosie. Let's see who else we can find. This zone does always have some of the coolest props. Big set pieces. I mean, look at that. That's wild. There are a lot of people here tonight, so it's been tough to pick out the pirates. Meanwhile, there's the pub, in case you needed to know where it is. And this is the location for the Skeleton Crew. We'll be back soon for their next show. The zone looks great. I haven't seen too many pirates, and there's just a lot of people. So we're going to keep on moving down to visit some clowns. The entrance to Carnival is the best. I love that they moved it. Now they're utilizing this area instead of the bridge. And we found our first clown. First clown of the night.
Hi! Welcome to the circus!
And they're friendly. They're oh so friendly. As you can see, a very busy night. I noticed the clowns are all kind of off to the side right now. Maybe for their safety, you know? It's hard to tell with like the pirates and in Dystopia, but here you can kind of tell they're off to the sides, like that silt walker who's up there.
It's my friend! It's my friend! Hi, how are you?
Hi!
Hi, people out there! Boom!
Finally, a clown slider. I don't know how many are in this year.
It's Sam! Hi, how are you?
Hi, can I get a little click?
Hi.
Yeah. Take your photo. Hi. Okay, fine, real quick. Hi. Another slider. Hey, what's up? I thought I was gonna see another slider before we got out of Carnival, but just up ahead, is that an evil Alfundo? Wait, what? Hold on. Does he have a different name, or is he going by Alfundo?
That's a great question. People have been saying Alfirdo.
Okay.
So maybe Alfirdo.
Uh-huh.
But Scary Alfundo is also okay as well.
I do like Alfirdo.
Your brother. Where?
Alfundo, what happened? You turned evil. Oh my goodness, down to your clown shoes. Well, congratulations, and I hope you have an amazing night. So that was completely unexpected. An Alfundo that's all Halloween spookified. They're referring to him as like Alfirdo right now. I don't know. It's something that the park is trying out, and I really hope they keep him. That caught me off guard, but I think it's incredible. Next up, we're heading over to Tourist Trap. I've heard this one got a few nice new touches, and we're gonna go check it out. I think it's happened to me every time I've gone through Tourist Trap. Without fail, I feel like it ends and then it keeps going and it gets like darker and you go through like these catacomb looking things. I'm like, what on earth is happening? But if you guys don't know, it's based off of like this Chicago murder house thing that happened like maybe 125 years ago or something like that. It's a wild story. Look it up. Now headed toward the bottom of the hill. I just wanted to point out, I love how they changed the lighting to Dominator. I don't know what's going on here, but I think this is where they put the Midway Misfits, and they're all like slasher characters. I see Pennywise, I saw a Freddy Krueger and a Jason. Oh, they're back there by the sign. This is a straight up dance party. And here we are at our next house, the Roadside Stop and Shop. Holy smokes, the end of the queue is right here at the gate. That's wild. I wonder how long they'll be waiting. Like an hour? Hour and a half? I wonder what the estimated wait time would be. This is one of the better facades.
That's rude!
Roller coaster passing while he's doing his safety spiel. But it is a really nicely detailed facade. Entranceway, whatever you want to call it. Just walking, exploring, thinking about Roadside Stop and Shop. It was interesting to see. There was a group ahead of us. It was another like adult little girl, in this case, started crying. The way that all the scare actors responded immediately to it was great. It shows, you know, they're professionals and they know how to respond to stuff like that, and immediately like scooped them out through the emergency exit. And I just came, you know, walking by like la la la, and had some good interactions in there. There was like this section with the horses and like dudes with pig masks on. That was by far my favorite because I did not see them coming at all. They just popped up out of the pen there, and it was great. I keep seeing all these decorations from the tricks and treats that happens during the daytime, and may come back to check that out someday and maybe vlog it. Now the relocation of the hollow here right beneath Thunderhawk is probably one of the more curious moves that they made, and I wonder how it worked out for them. Interesting, they included the bathrooms here. And then they have this nice big open space for like a projection maybe, or a show moment. I don't know. Feels a little sparse though right now. And maybe people went on break already? I don't know. I think they're over there making a video or just...
Let's go touch his feet.
Oh boy. Different. It's not as colonial, or they're now werewolves. Oh. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. It looks cool. I feel like it doesn't have a flow. I don't know. We're here by Necropolis, and the line is spilling outside of the queue and into the walkway. I think they've made some changes to this one, but I can't recall. We are going to do that. But first, we're going to go over here beneath Steel Force. I know I've said it before, but it is a busy night. Here is the queue for Trick or Treat. There's already no more queue. They ran out of queue. Everyone's just slapping themselves onto the end there, calling it good, and we're trying to walk through this crowd. The Fright Lane definitely coming in clutch tonight. I've had some funny starts to mazes tonight. So I got stuck at the end as the caboose to a group of like preteen girls, and I turned real quick to ask the house attendant, like, hey, has this changed much since last year? I hear some screams behind me, and when I turn, there's no little group of girls left. Like, they just went. They screamed, and they all ran. And so I got the house to myself. Unfortunately, I think all the scare actors were resetting in that time while I was going through, so I only saw like 3 scare actors. The facade to this looks great, and it's so foggy and spooky in here. The speakers are also very loud. Sorry about that. The setting for Necropolis will never not make me happy. It has such a cool vibe. I just wish the scare actors like had better spots to like pop out of and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, their interactions were great. Anybody who's watching this from it, like, you were great, especially some of you who like scream the whole night. I don't know how you managed to keep your voice throughout the season, but the places that they're given to kind of hide and pop out for that initial scare, it doesn't feel like they leave them in a good starting position sometimes. So walking from that way, from Necropolis, there's so much fog in the air, and this looks so good. However, we have to point out that also looks amazing. I'm impressed by this. I think every new area that they've opened just looks great. That looks great. They look like legit smokestacks. But anyway, since we have one more maze to go here, but yes, that's right, we only have one more, Ghost in the Machine. We're going to go ahead and do that, and then I think we're going to end with the newest addition to Halloween Haunt, which is the Scare Zone. This is, for real, one of the best facades, especially with the neon. I hope Dorney continues to revisit their older mazes and just juice them up like this. But as we're here, you can see all the people waiting. Just spotted McTavish, the owner of all of this. The Ghost in the Machine himself. Amazing that they have him out here. I love that they have characters, you know? So I believe that is 100% on the mazes. Love that one. That one's great. My favorite bits are like just the amount of detail that's in it, like that part with there's a hallway with some cisterns in it. That didn't need to be there, but for the detail, it's there. And then my other favorite bit is the zip-lining scare actor that's just over everybody as they're making a quick U over there. So props to them. I love that McTavish is in there. And also, I have a friend. Hi, are you going to do Iron Menace or Maze?
No, Andrew and Anthony are on it.
Oh. And then what? What are you up to? Are you going to go on Iron Menace?
No.
No? Why
My
not?
home goes there.
Oh.
My dad's McTavish.
What? Oh my goodness. This area looks amazing. Thank you. Is anybody over here? Oh my goodness. This area looks amazing. Thank you. And also the area music is great. I love the little kids that plead for the scare actors not to scare them. Alright, this definitely wins for the look. However, scare actor density-wise, I'm not sure yet. I think people are on break now. It is around 9, so I think a lot of people are on break, including the 1 or 2 sliders that are in here. So do we come back, or do we just appreciate it for what it is right now and maybe come back another time? I'm not sure, but for now, we're just going to appreciate what they built. So the new zone, the Steel Yard, looked really cool and ominous from far away. However, once you got in it, other than the containers, it felt a little empty. I feel like maybe they need smaller props to kind of fill out that space and more fog, other than the ones coming out, you know, from the top, maybe on the ground or something. So I asked some of my scare actor friends as I've been going through the scare zones, and yeah, for sure, I've been catching everybody who's on break. So I do know a lot of the sliders. If you've been following along, I know many of the sliders and scare actors, and everybody's on break. Hi!
Hi! I love you!
What? Oh.
Oh, hey guys!
So yeah, there's 2 sliders in the hollow that are dressed as werewolves. They're the ones with the little lights on. Hi, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry I missed you. And then to the sliders that are down at the Steel Yard. Sorry I missed you. I hope you had a nice break. We now have one more show left to watch. I'd say it's been a long night, but we've been trying to do this as quickly as possible. And unfortunately, with that, our night comes to an end. We got to do all the mazes. We saw all the scare zones, albeit when people were on break. And we saw both shows, albeit I saw the shrieks while it was still daylight. That's kind of what we had to do in order to get everything done in time. I only had like 30 minutes to go around the park again to say hi to everybody. And hopefully I will see you soon, maybe in a week or two. And then we'll grab some photos. We'll make some content together, collaborate, and do all the fun stuff that we did last year, but can't do it in one night, and especially not in 4 hours. But thank you guys at home for watching. I'll see you next time.
Hi, my name is Aria. Hi, my name is Winslow. Hi, my name is Harper. And what we're